Hi. Today I would like to talk about the spiritual nature of fat. What does fat and spirituality have to do with each other? Well, something that most people don't know is that each individual is really composed of two individuals. You have your animal self, which I would also call the dog self, and you have the soul. And the animal and the soul are in a sacred contract. It's supposed to be a mutually beneficial relationship. The animal has been around for millions of years and survived successfully, and it provides the soul with the ability to touch, to taste, to experience life in a physical way. And the soul is supposed to connect the animal self, which is all instinct, to higher knowledge and the ability to sort of see the future, maybe, and prepare for the future and see over hills and around corners, which the soul sees everything. But in the modern conundrum, we have been socialized to hate our bodies. So someone once said, a house divided against itself cannot stand. And going to the gym and working out beyond the point of pleasure and denying your body the things that it asks for and generally hating what you see in the mirror, loathing different parts of your body, it is a betrayal. Starving yourself. It's a betrayal of that relationship, that sacred relationship between the soul and the body. So I'm going to tell you something else that I find to be informative and interesting. There was a study done. I can't quote where it came from, but I read about a study where there was two groups of people and they were given some shakes, like milkshakes that had 600 calories in actuality. But these two groups of people were each given a misleading presentation about the shakes. So the first group was told that these shakes, they were given a full convincing presentation that these shakes were very good for you and only 300 calories. The second group was given a different presentation telling them how fattening these shakes were and that they were 1,200 calories. Both groups consumed the same amount of shake. So, guess what? At the end, the people who thought they were consuming a 300 calorie shake gained weight, and the people who thought they were consuming a 1,200 calorie shake lost weight. So, what's going on here? Well, your tummy makes a chemical called ghrelin when you feel hungry, and this signals to the body, like if you don't eat within 5 to 10 minutes of feeling hungry, it signals to your body that the next meal that you eat should be turned into fat. It basically that your body goes into survival mode and wants to store up the meal. If you eat something, even some M&Ms or something within 5 to 10 minutes of feeling hungry, your body says, "You know what? We're okay. We're not going hungry. Let's burn this next meal for energy. So I can tell you this, that pretty much all the weight you've gained comes from dieting. It's not the fat that you eat that makes you fat and causes heart disease. It's the fat your body makes because it thinks you're going hungry. So stop this war against yourself. They say that the cells of stressed individuals suck up more fat than the cells of relaxed people. And being hard on yourself introduces internal stress. So you have to learn to be more loving with yourself and take some time to stand in front of the mirror and try to see yourself the way somebody who really likes you would see you. Like, stand there for like 5 minutes and change your orientation. If you do this for 5 minutes every day, you'll actually look better every single day. Better and better and better. There's a lot more evidence about this. Like, literally, there's a lot of money in cholesterol medication and low-fat foods. And but the truth is that since the 1950s, all the big studies that have been done, like where not just like 20 people, but studies where there's thousands of people involved over a period of years, show that people on a low-fat diet die significantly younger than people who eat a moderate to high-fat diet. The French eat a lot more lard and butter, and they have half the heart disease rate as Americans. Of this, years ago it was 6,000 people over the age of 100 in the United States. The majority of them, they've been studied to see what they're doing right. The majority of them eat a high-fat diet. So think about it. Every time you starve yourself, your body goes into survival mode. Your liver starts making more fat. It makes you fatter. Plugs your arteries because it's designed for storage. Whereas when you give your body what it's asking for, it says, hey, we're going to do fine. Let's burn some fat. Let's turn that next meal into energy. Why be lethargic? And also, 4,000 years ago, they didn't have cows and chickens and conveniently available food, and a lot of people went hungry for weeks. So when you constantly deprive yourself of high quality animal protein, your brain chemistry basically is the chemistry of somebody who's preparing to die, basically has a very good chance of dying. And this kind of leads to greater depression because, there's two halves of your brain. One half keeps track of everything that's good that's happened to you, and the other half keeps track of everything bad that's happened to you. And when your brain is making those chemicals of depression, basically all you can remember is all the bad things that have happened to you. That's when you're feeling blue. If you go down and get yourself a burger, you will automatically trigger the other half of the brain and the happy chemicals that will help you access all of the good things that have ever happened to you, and feel like you're in good shape. And it's also the best way to take a test. So there's more I could say about this, but once again, blessings. And just think today, how can I be a little bit kinder to myself and especially to my body? God bless.